New doing Duff here. I'm at home going for a ride out of my home base instead of driving somewhere first. I think I'm just going to ride over to the nearby development, which I've done several times, but it should be fun anyways. Leaving home. It's a nice day, a little warm, a little humid, not quite as humid as it has been, but it's humid. Don't see any immediate chance of rain, which is always a plus. It's a long ass line of traffic out on Immokalee Road. Made it to the sidewalk. So today is my last day of my second staycation in 3 weeks. 2 staycations in 3 weeks. First one, it was just Cindy and I getting some stuff done, taking some time off. This past week, my dad and stepmom and their 2 dogs have been visiting, so I've been off all this week. I'm actually going back to work tomorrow to do something, but yeah, so two weeks off in the span of 3 weeks is kind of nice. I could get used to that kind of schedule. So as I'm cruising along here, feeling varying degrees of tilt back, even though it feels like I'm going at a totally reasonable speed, I'm very jealous of Marty, who already has a Gotway ACM 16 and is expecting very shortly a delivery of his Gotway M Super from Ian at Speedy Feed over in the UK. So he has me chomping at the bit to get one. He's told me that the exchange rate is actually very favorable right now for us, which makes me want to do it even more. So I'm going to wait to see his feedback, and if he likes it as much as I expect that he does, or that he will, maybe I'll consider making the move earlier rather than later. Back into waterways. Really, one of the main reasons I wanted to get out here was to get some footage that I could throw into my brand new version of Camtasia, version 9, which is what I use to edit my videos. I've had version 8 for a while, and I really like it, except it has a problem working with big files or multiple files. Because it was only a 32-bit application, it would crash a lot. Supposedly a new version is 64-bit, so I'm going to see what happens if I'm going to just feed it these raw files from the GoPro and see if it can handle it without crashing. Hopefully it does. I saw Ian from Speedy Feet just posted a review of the Gotway the MCM4, 14-inch wheel. Definitely didn't get the glowing reviews that the M Super did, but I'm not that surprised because it is a wheel that's more in line with the Ninebot Ones that he's used to selling. I guess it's similar in specs to the Ninebot One S2 with more battery life and some more top-end speed. Although I am confused because I thought Ian said he couldn't really go much over 25 kilometers an hour, but I've read that the MCM4 supposedly will do 35 kilometers an hour, so I'm not sure if that was just a configuration thing or what the deal was. So, but he definitely did not seem to like it quite as much as the M Super, but it's still a good wheel, obviously. So normally I would head out onto the school grounds when I'm over this direction, but school's still in session or just let out, so I don't want to be a pain in the ass, so I'll just stay on public sidewalks and roadways for now. I decided I'm just going to go down the sidewalk here and cross at the crosswalk to the far side, and then just go down one of the streets on the other side, which are much less populated. Okay, I just turned onto 33rd Avenue Northeast. quieter. One thing that Ian mentioned with the MTM4, and he also mentioned with the M Super, was Gotway's decision to make the exterior of the bots this shiny, glossy plastic, which looks nice when it's new, but the reality is unicycle is going to get dropped and roll and skid, and that means it's going to start looking pretty nasty pretty quick, and it's amplified when you have a bright, shiny, glossy finish on the bot. So I don't really understand why wheel manufacturers are doing that. Doesn't make much sense. And also the other thing that doesn't make much sense is why they don't recess some of the things, like the power button, the lights, you know, all that stuff is flush mounted. So when the wheel goes down, all that stuff takes a beating, scratches, breaks, whatever. I don't understand why you don't have that just slightly recessed with, you know, some matte plastic on either side to prevent that kind of damage. It seems like it would be a very, very simple thing to do, yet they don't do it. I don't really understand that either. So if Gotway's listening, you should think about that. So you can see what I mean about this road. I'm going to go down to the very end, and then there's a cross street. I'm going to make a right, and then that will get me kind of close to my place when I head back up the other direction. See, on a long straightaway like this, it would be so nice to have an M Super, because I mean, I can easily go faster safely. I have a headwind right now that slows me down even more on the Ninebot, so really looking forward to getting one. I'm curious what's at the end of that dead end, but I'm not curious enough to go that way. I'm making a right onto Wilson Boulevard instead. Okay, that was interesting enough that I need to turn around. Now, of course, I don't want to interrupt, I don't want to interject political opinions into electric unicycle videos, but there you go. Quite interesting. Someone obviously feels very strongly about this presidential race. A lot of headwind right now. You may remember that I mentioned the damage I had from that storm last week, where it knocked out a bunch of my electronics. I think I can add a few more things to the list. Hold on, let me see if I can get started here. Okay. So in addition to all that stuff inside the house, we have chickens, and I have a chicken coop that I have wired with electricity, internet, all kinds of stuff. And I also had I have a DVR out there, a security DVR, an 8-channel security DVR, and that thing died, and I got that replaced. And when I hooked it up, 3 of my cameras were dead as well. So I believe I can add that to the total of damaged electronics from the lightning strike last week. So, and again, I had it on a UPS. Whoa, whoa, wind, 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 wind. Wind and tilt back, my favorite things. So yeah, I had all that on the UPS, but again, there was some damage. So, unfortunate. Keep getting some gentle tilt back. I'm like a dog that's been beaten too many times. Every time I feel it, the tilt back, I flash back to my crash when I slipped off the pedals. So I'm trying to be as conservative as possible. Huge wind, instant tilt back. Okay, I've just turned right again onto Shady Hollow Road, Drive, Boulevard, whatever it is. Oh man, I don't know if you can hear the wind. I can sure feel it. I can feel the tilt back too. So I'm ready to get back. I don't really want to fall off the pedals again. Even though I don't think distance-wise I'm not bad. I might be 5-6 miles right now. It's not that long of a ride. But the wheel is telling me it's not very happy. Not sure if you can tell, but I've slowed down quite a bit. As soon as I'm feeling any tip back, I'm backing off. It's creative Halloween decorations. Okay, I'm back out to Immokalee Road. Just need to cross over one more time. Success. Alright, final turn. Super windy again. It's going to be a slow approach to the driveway. Alright, here we go. Back at home. And there's my dad's Subaru Outback. If you're looking to find out how to change oil on that vehicle, look at other videos on my YouTube channel. Alright. Let's quickly look at the stats for the ride. Yeah, that wind made it hairy for sure. Alright, so it was just under 7 miles. So it's a pretty good ride. Total mileage, 225.5 miles. Oh wow, my average speed on that ride was 11.8, which is a little higher than normal, so maybe that's why I was getting more tilt back. So anyways, that's it. I'm gonna go throw this video into Camtasia and see how it looks. Until next time, Duffman out.